My Game Week 32 wildcard is active. Arsenal have bottled it in the FA Cup. Liverpool get battered everywhere they go, which has altered my chip strategy and my Game Week 32 wildcard team. So let's jump straight into it. Welcome back to my FPL channel. The FA Cup quarter-final results saw Man City, Chelsea, Southampton and Leeds win, which meant double game weeks in Game Week 33 for Man City, Burnley, Chelsea, Brighton, Leeds and Bournemouth. This graphic from FPL Harry shows that the same 6 teams will also blank in Game Week 34. Therefore, current wildcard team will focus on these main 6 teams with a couple single game weekers for this week and for the coming weeks. Man City double against Arsenal and Burnley. Burnley double against Forest and City. Chelsea double against United and Brighton. Brighton double against Spurs and Chelsea. Leeds double against Wolves and Bournemouth. Bournemouth double against Newcastle and Leeds. Therefore, my wildcard will focus on 3 from City, 2 at least from Chelsea, 2 or 3 from Brighton, 2 or 3 from Leeds, and 3 from Bournemouth. Which chip strategy would be best for you? So if you have all of your chips left, ideally you'd want a wildcard 32, bench boost 33, hit in 34 and triple captain in 36. The reason being you want to maximize all of your chips and you want to use them in all the doubles, all the blanks, so you want to use them where you can get the most points. Wildcard 32 then means that you can bench boost in the biggest game week of the season, you can free hit in the blank where the same teams are going to be blanking, and then you can triple captain in the second double game week. If you wildcard post 32, it will mean that one of your chips, probably your bench boost or your triple captain, will have to then be used in a single game week, and you need to weigh up if that single game week is worth the bench boost against the bench boost in 33. If you have all of your chips left but you don't have your triple captain, which I know a lot of people do, then the free hit 33, the wildcard 35 and the bench boost 36 or bench boost 37 seems to be the most optimal strategy. And if you don't have a wild card, you're looking at 2 different strategies. You're looking at either a bench boost 33 and a free hit 34 strategy, or you're looking at a free hit 33 and a bench boost in either 35, 36 or 37 strategy. If you don't have a wild card, it depends on how many free transfers you have and if you have enough free transfers to get a good enough bench boost team out for 33. If you don't, then I'll focus your transfers on to get out a full set of 11 players for Game Week 34, and I would go for the free hit 33 strategy and then bench boost out in another week. Whereas if you have 3 or more transfers, then I will try and get out a strong enough full set of 15 players for the bench boost, where you can bench boost in 33 and you can free hit in 34. So let's jump straight into my current wildcard draft. My current wildcard draft sees 3 Brighton players, 2 Leeds, 3 Bournemouth, 3 City and 2 Chelsea. And my single game weeker currently, or the 2 single game weekers I've got, is Bruno and Sarr. The alternative option I've got is I can move Sarr to a Gross or a Hinshelwood or a Gomez, one of the Brighton midfielders. I can move Welbeck to DCL and I can move Bio up to Gabriel. The most popular and common wildcard team sees Bio moving up to Gabriel, sees Calvert-Lewin in place of Welbeck and see Gross instead of Sarr. That way you're looking at 3 City, you're looking at 2 Chelsea, you're looking at 2 Leeds, you're looking at 3 Brighton and 3 Bournemouth. That's probably going to be your strongest draft because you've got the DEFCON guys in Bournemouth and you've got Van Heck. You've also got Gabriel, who you can't really go without, who's strong enough to punish you in any week. You've got O'Reilly, who at the moment is playing on his skin, and then you've got Bruno, who is probably going to be a captaincy option this week, but it does mean that in your bench boost Game Week 33 you'll have Bruno and Gabriel on your bench. Although they would be the only single game weekers, they can easily outscore any of the doublers, and then your other 2 will be your double game weekers, most likely Verbruggen and Van Heck from Brighton. But with DEFCONs, with save points, you're looking at easily 5 to 7 points each between Verbruggen and Van Heck. And then if Bruno or Gabriel return, that's easily, comfortably 20 plus points on your bench boost. So currently, this is my wildcard draft. As well as Bruno as a single game, I feel like you do actually need one of Gabriel or one of the Palace guys, Bruno or Sarr. Reason being, if you don't have a lot of free transfers like myself, you will need to build those transfers up. So then when it gets to game week 35 and 36 double, you're able to get back at least 2 Arsenal and you're able to get back at least 2 Palace. Otherwise, if you go with all full double game weekers now, in 35 and 36, your team will struggle and you won't have enough Arsenal and you won't have enough Palace and you won't be able to then take advantage of those games to see out the rest of the season. That's all for me. Good luck everyone and see you on the other side.